The gaming industry is in shambles from the consumer perspective. Increases on all products has gamers worried about our future. But could our only hope be in our backlogs? Games we already own. Myself and Wavy God break it down right now. What's good, squad? Welcome into another episode of Phucaname product. Find us all across the web at Phucaname, Phucaname. I'm your host, Frosty Phoenix. Catch me across the web at Frosty Phoenix, FROSTYPHENIX. Video games, voice acting, content, all that good stuff. Here with the usual squad spec. Squad, introduce yourself and where people can find you on these interwebs.
Yo, what's goody, y'all? We back for another episode. I swear, for the YouTube, I'm gonna put a welcome back gif right in this section right here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little minute. You know what I mean? I should have started the episode like you did before with the jump off.
You can still put it in the front, especially if you haven't done it already.
Yo, shout out to Lil Kim Mr. Cheeks. But it's your boy Wavy God. That's who you hearing right now through the headphones or wherever you're listening to Phucaname. You know what I'm saying? The sneaker lover, anime watcher, video game player. We here again, like I said. Trying to get a dog, trying to get rich, but these hobbies make me poor at the same time. But unfortunately, it's making a lot of other people poor at the same time because a lot of bad news been going around the industry. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. Like Alicia Keys said, the industry's on fire. Well, I traded a girl from industry.
This house is on fire.
Word. Just like Isaiah Rashad, the house is burning. You know, it's crazy out here, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I'm praying for everybody. I hope everybody can find something new. But yeah, it's looking real spooky out here, but we don't get into a lot of that stuff, as well as some other stuff. So y'all always make sure to follow us everywhere and rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and subscribe to YouTube and share with the homies. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Without further ado, here are the top 5 news stories that we're going to give to you before the main meat and potatoes. Here we go with the 5. PlayStation and Sony shenanigans. Doing away with disc-based games come 2027 and shutting down the PS Store access for 28?
January 2028. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I will correct that, though.
28. Nah. Yeah.
Big preach. Doing away with disc-based games come... You still do. Doing away with disc-based games come 2028. Shutting down PS Store access for PS3 and PS Vita worldwide coming soon. Xbox shutting down the studio behind Blade, which leads to the game's cancellation.
It's rumors that it might get shut down. It's rumors. Like at least 5 other studios is like in talks of in negotiations right now with Xbox, so they don't get shut down. And I think Arcane might be one of them. They're one of them, but they didn't get shut down yet. But that Blade game, that's why people are worried about that because we haven't seen anything about that Blade game. Everybody's hyped for that Blade game, including me. So, yeah, that's why people are mad about that.
We'll get into more of that shortly. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time remake potential price revealed via PlayAsia. Pre-orders looking at $59.99. Digital, physical price may be a little higher.
Of course,
look out for that. Steam Machine leaks showing potential base prices around $7.99 to $9.50, with higher tiers or bundled models potentially ranging from $1,000 to $1,500. Valve has not yet confirmed official pricing. We'll talk about that.
And they're not going to.
They won't, not anytime soon. And then, of course, GTA 6 pre-order numbers. Right? So, need we say more? Right. So let's loop back around. Wavy, correct me, because I do think, I misspoke, and I do apologize for that, guys. Doing away with disc-based games coming 2028. Internet is abuzz about this. There's 6 and 1/2 dozen other Right, as they should be. Some people might say, good, we're already digital anyway. Some people are saying, I cherish my physical copies. I cherish my backlog and being able to collect as a collector. I like looking at my games on the wall, however you have it arranged. It's a little balance back and forth. Wavy, what do you think?
I see both sides, but I agree definitely with people that don't want this to happen. Because I don't want it to happen. Because even though the last game I purchased, like a physical copy of was Stellar Blade back in 2024, it's like you said, Frosty, people actually do buy physicals for the collections. Me, I don't do it for collections. It's like in my comics, I don't do it for collections. I do it because I actually just want to have them in my, have them to read them. I want to have them in my hand and all that kind of stuff. And I just I want to support. That's why I usually do it. But I've been getting a lot more digital recently, but it's like other people like to preserve their stuff, which makes sense because you want to be able to just pop in your game and play whenever and just look at the stuff sometimes. We haven't done manual books in a long time, but that used to be fun looking at the manuals every now and then. And I think a lot of people are mostly mad about this too because it came out maybe a week ago. Shout out to Bobby Smurda.
You took it right under my mind. Go continue.
that fitted didn't come down yet, but but I think they said I think the Sony ended up pulling 500 movies off the store because of that people bought whatever. If they have it in the collection, it's not there anymore, and that's just because how people always said that if you buy something digital, you only buying the license for it,
Yes.
So with that, it's they could delete it anytime they want to, and you never have any collection, don't give no refunds, nothing like that, because you signed up for all that stuff and you bought it. And that writing that people don't really read, but we know what it is and everything. So it's what makes you think that they won't do this with our games now? And if you want to go back and play it, you don't have it no more. And Ubisoft already did this before with The Crew 2. And they had to rewind it back because people were so mad about it and were outraged about it. So I see both things. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not glad it's happening, but at least we have a year and a half until it does happen. And I already been seeing people in other comments on different Instagram, TikTok, whatever social media you call it. If people had a post about this, I've been seeing in the comments, well, I'm not buying a PS6. I'm going to go to PC now.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of that. But at the same time, PC gaming is at an all-time high price-wise. So, it's a lot going on. And
there's no physical games for that either. Not that that's the stance that people are standing on, but going over there is not going to change anything in that realm.
It's not, but at the same time, with PC, at least you have sales. All the time.
Yeah.
Is PlayStation going to lower the prices on these games now? I think not. So, same with Xbox, because there's rumors that Xbox is going to go all digital too, but they're not saying anything. They had the perfect chance to combat this, just like how PlayStation did in 2013 after that presentation and all that while sharing games. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You remember that commercial? Step one here, ta-da. Xbox could have the same thing. That would have been great marketing for them. And I bet you they're not going to do it.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah, it's just, I don't understand why Sony is. I mean, as a company, as a business, if you see the numbers that people are getting way more digital than physical, it's all right, we can do away with this. We could cut a cost for our resources, and it will make sense for us. It'll save us the bottom line. So as a business, I understand, but as a consumer, it's I don't like that. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth. I'm purely digital at this point. I think the only physical game I have is, shout out to Metaphor. My wife got me a physical copy. But again, if it's a point where the disc is just the key code to get the game, and it's no longer at a point where, if I turn my online off and the game is self-aggregated. Like basically all the data is just on the disk right there for you to have, and it's yours. It's with no online interference. Then then that's different versus being like, oh, if it's just digital, if it's just digital key card that you pull the game from a server, and that's where we are, right?
Right.
Per what you mentioned, shout out to Sid Schumann, PlayStation blog, senior director, Sony Interactive Entertainment Content Communications. In the blog post here, this is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. The transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today.
AK, we trying to save money, so and it sucks too that they're doing this because it means 9 times out of 10 that shout out to I Am Ray Ray, but it means that like 9 times out of 10 that the PS6 is gonna be all digital. It was rumors that was gonna happen regardless. Same with Project Helix on Xbox's side, but it's like now like if you wanted a physical, I don't even think they're gonna sell like a optional disc drive like they do with the PS5 digital version. So yeah, we're going all digital, and it looks like from like the bill of materials and everything that the PS6 is gonna be high in price because the bill of materials is like at least like $900, I think, from what I saw in the rumor. That it's like gonna be like at least the bill of materials is like $900. So to make a profit, you probably looking at like at least over $1,000 for that. I don't know if people gonna want to buy that, but I bet you any kind of money that these companies are gonna start pushing that build now pay later. They're gonna be pushing that crazy. I bet you they're gonna start doing that
for 5 easy payments of blah 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 blah.
Yep. They're gonna start pushing that a lot now. And if you got it and you could pay it on time, do you? But these are also video games you're talking about, so you do it that as y'all want. So,
yeah. Speaking of moving forward, doing as you want, and by the company's choices of doing what they want, the further update for the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita, right? PlayStation Store continues to evolve and support modern commerce systems, including updated payment processing and all that jazz, blah, blah, blah. PS3 and PS Vita, and this is according to PlayStation blog, again, is this Sid Schumann again, entertainment content communications. PS3 and... Say what?
Shout out to Sid.
Doing your job. PS3 and PS Vita are no longer able to support these updates at the level required. As a result, we will need to close PlayStation Store on these devices in the time frames as follows. Mexico, Honduras, Nicaragua, PlayStation Store on PS3 will close starting August 2026. Latin America, Middle Eastern countries, late 2026. All other countries, PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita, July 2027.
I mean, at the same time, if you're still on the PS3 right now, that may be a little... I'm not going to say it's a you problem, but it's like, you may have to look at your life a little bit. If you're still on PS3, like you're 2 generations behind.
Don't do that.
No, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to do that, but it's like, I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from. With that. But it's just a sad state of affairs because this is also, I think it's a slow follow-up, right? Because we're talking about, it's almost like thinking about like the trash compactor, right? Because we're talking about you already looking forward, no discs, and you can't go backwards. I mean, you can. Yeah. I believe we're going to see, and this is my prediction. This is like, and then shout out to the content and stuff like that. We're going to get to later. This all is connected. Trust me.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. So
we're going to see like a resurgence of people buying PS2s, Xbox 360s, GameCubes, retro consoles.
Either that, right? Or we're just gonna start seeing people buying PS5s, and that's it.
Or
just flipping over to PC gaming. That's all it is.
No, physical games.
Well, you could do physicals on PS5, the base PS5,
but PS2 and Xbox. Well, not Xbox 360 because that's still like online and shorter. But like even like updates not pushing like that. PS3 also updates. I'll just say PS2, Xbox. The game is the game.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay. That's it.
Nintendo 64, the game's the game. That's it. GameCube, the game's the game. That's it. It's like Genesis, the game's the game. That's it.
Now, how would you feel if, let's say, if you had a let's say what if Sony said that you could do like you can make your games, your physical discs like a digital game now. Would you be cool with that?
No, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here?
Oh, well, that's what Xbox is doing.
Right.
They're testing that out. They're testing that out with disc to digital, where like they basically like they basically making it so your discs can like turn to a digital copy, and like I guess you, from what I saw, you have the license or something, and like you own it, and that you can get transferred or something if you like going to lend somebody the game or something like that. Something along those lines. We posted it today, but it's something along those lines. So that's what they're doing with the Project Killer. That's a rumor, anyway. It's a rumor, so don't take it with a grain of salt. But it's a rumor right now. So I just want to get your opinion. So yeah, they're doing that. They might be doing that.
Doing that. I'm waiting for more information to come out with that because that's more like you gotta sell me with, not sell me. No, technically that's the point. Sell me with that, but you gotta break that down a little more. Kind of like elaborate on that. I'm like a professor. Like you just showing the idea. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that a little more before I weigh in on that. That's kind of weird. So we're in the Xbox realm. Shout out to Sony and the shenanigans of just moving forward in digital age and the back end coming to close. Xbox, right? Like my teammate just introduced it. Helix is coming for some different stuff, like especially for different things that got coming under new leadership and different projects they're trying to do, right? So
yeah,
you corrected me when we got in here about I almost hopped on a train because I was just already thinking short introductions, but we're still on the rumor train. We're still on the possible safe zone for the studio behind the Blade game and other studios on the possible chopping block may or may not be okay. I'm gonna leave that to you, Wavy.
It's a couple studios that might not be okay. I think it's Compulsion Games might not be good. Like I said, Arcane, that's on the chopping block right now. Ninja Theory, which is crazy because at the Xbox Showcase, they showed the next game of the Senua saga called Senua, and then the next day we saw like, they may be in danger of closing. You know, just showed them at the showcase, but apparently it was to get people hype for it. Is to get buyers hype for the game so they could like possibly get a new buyer. That was the main reason they did.
Okay,
still kind of crazy, but I see the vision.
I see the vision. I see that. That's good. That's good. You know, like one Hail Mary. Yeah.
One Hail Mary. And then Double Fine Studios. So they did like I think Double Fine does Psychonauts and that other Keeper game or something. About a lighthouse. I don't know. Whatever. And then it's still bad, but I don't know the Keeper game that well. And then of course Undead Labs, which is the makers behind State of Decay. So, and that's been in limbo for a long time. So, and I think it was supposed to come out next year. So we'll see what happens with that now. But the biggest thing, like we said, Arcane, because as soon as they announced that, I was like, are we never gonna Blade now? Like that's what I don't want. I want Blade because that's what people were hype about. When it got announced, people were so hype about that. And then
you getting Blade.
Hopefully, I've been seeing some things saying that.
No, you're getting Blade. Tokon Fighters.
Yep, I already see where you're going with this. I already see where you're going with this. He looked fire in that game, though. He looked fire. So
he does.
Shout out to him in there.
Yeah.
They did him good. They did him justice in there. I think he's on the. He's getting in the game with. He's part of a team with him.
Ghost Rider, Loki, and Deadpool.
Yep, and it looks fire. So literally, so no pun intended, kind of. It kind of makes you want to get the game now.
We got Blade at home.
I don't even know about home. because he looks nice. He like his
looks
nice in there.
He's a part. Well, I say that, of course he looks nice in there, right? But he's a part of a collection of superheroes.
Yeah,
but it's not his own standalone game.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I mean? I want a Blade game. We got Blade game at home. He's on other games. He can play Marvel Rivals. He can play Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. That's where Blade's at. All right.
Yeah. If his game gets canceled, people are gonna turn their backs on Xbox. I'm telling you, they're gonna turn their backs on Xbox even more than it is right now. It's gonna look really bad if they.
Are we no longer saying Asha we trust you?
The second time a Blade thing got canceled.
Has Asha lost your trust, Wavy?
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm looking at it a little funny right now, but I shouldn't be. But I'm looking at it a little funny right now. But she's doing what a CEO is supposed to do, especially with the rumor that Microsoft may be looking to sell off Xbox, which that's crazy. Yeah. But if that's true, then I can see why they're doing all these studio closures or these layoffs, because it's like, if they stand alone, what are they going to have? Because Microsoft's not going to be behind them to back them anymore. So it's like, what are they going to do?
Yeah, what would they do?
Unless they get another buyer that's like as big as Microsoft, but that's hard to do.
Google.
Because Microsoft is a $4 trillion company. So that's going to be kind of crazy,
Google Xbox?
Yeah, also Google. Google Xbox is funny.
They'd be like, we tried the Stadia. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. I don't even know who would be a right buyer for them. Because like I said, Microsoft is a $4 trillion company. It's going to be hard to find another $4 trillion company. But, Microsoft is just being Microsoft. It's like, only things are making us money. But you are the outsider. So, and what matters most to companies? Stock prices. Wall Street. And I'm pretty sure because of Xbox, their stock price has been going kind of, it's high, but it could be higher. So you cut the weak tentacle off, your problem solved. So I get it.
So you think.
It's true. And also heard that Obsidian might be on the chopping block too. But Jason Schreier did say that was not, he confirmed that's not true. But honestly, I don't know. So y'all be on the lookout for Obsidian too.
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
And shout out to Schreier too. He got his own YouTube channel, man. He calls himself One Take Schreier.
It's like, with journalists, man, and I understand someone who is in the trade now. Y'all got your own thing. We got Schreier with his own, Tassie with his own. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do out here.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to y'all, man.
And I be watching his videos too. He's very informative on a lot of his stuff. Like, he literally does like one take and just be talking, and it's like very like straightforward to the point. He explains everything. Like he's good. So
he's good.
Very trustworthy.
Speaking of someone some people who are trustworthy, let's talk about them folks over at Nintendo, jogging at their own pace. Am I being loose with that?
Are they even jogging? I think they're just power walking at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe just walking, honestly. They may just be walking.
Reason I say that, and when we talk about this, like, just this is a speculation. This is, again, only pointed this out because people want to start maybe figuring out how to move their budget around just because of what it is. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time remake potential price revealed via PlayAsia for pre-orders at $59.99. Potential doesn't mean the market's going to be the same over here. Doesn't mean it's going to be whatever. Between that and Wavy, I do believe that we were talking about it even in our chats before about a Nintendo also giving everybody a 10% raise.
Yeah, they're looking like the best people in the world right now. Like, you're talking about all these layoffs over here. You're gonna bump these people up 10% in their salary. Like, damn. It's making like that. Was it Owada? Yeah, Owada. That gave that quote about like you know, laying people off, like him, like laying people off is not going to increase morale. So it's like, damn, they still following that. That's what's up, because they got some bad they have some bad practices over there in Nintendo sometimes, but and then they do stuff like this. It's like, damn, okay, I guess I guess you are the greatest. I don't know, not the greatest, but
I get what you mean. In Nintendo, we trust. You know, kind of like just have faith, if you will. I'm a big.
I mean, no new IPs like that, but at the same time, you got IPs like they do. You don't need to.
You don't need to.
Exactly.
You don't. The fact that, and I know we joke, and you joked about that. I'm gonna point at you, Wavy, and joking about the Switch is holding up pretty nice when we're talking about all the ports that they're getting, all the heavy hitters. They're getting all the was it Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth, Elden Ring, Dusk Bloods.
Still ain't seen no gameplay of Dusk Bloods yet.
We haven't, but
it's a closed network test. Like, what? It was come out this year. Like at the direct, it was like closed network test. So y'all not finished with nothing. It's like it's a point of my theory of that FromSoft is not really like. Really like, I don't know. They just took a bag from Nintendo and that was it. That's my theory on it. Cause it's like I don't know. I've never seen them with their games have this much of a network test or this much like we never seen gameplay of this or whatever. Like it's crazy to me that this is happening. And I think it's because they just took a bag. And I think like the Nintendo Switch 2, I don't think it can handle it. But I think they're gonna make it so they can handle it, but it's not gonna be the greatest. You feel me? But
I understand.
Yeah. I mean, but
I understand.
But shout out to the Switch too. They got a lot of ports, like you said. They getting everything right now, which is good. They're getting everything. It's nothing for me that I want to get it though. Like I'll get it for
he
Bonanza.
Said that's nice. It's still little.
Right, I'll get it for Bonanza. I'll say this: once this new Super Mario gameplay comes out and it's fire, if it's fire, you might get a sale for me. But it's gonna have to happen before September. I don't feel like spending $5 for that joint.
Do you play your Switch?
No. Okay. Right now, no.
Okay.
But I do, what I want to do, I want to get the Mario and Luigi Brothership. I want that game. That looks really fun. That came out a minute ago.
Well, never mind. You didn't even bring it up. I was going to say, ooh, Star Fox. I was like, clearly, again, we're still talking about something.
Yeah, I know Star Fox came out too, but I don't know if I want that. Like, I mean.
I understand.
I played the original, some of it. It wasn't really my style like that, and I don't know if I want to get it for Switch.
No shade again, and people like watch this video or whatever. High graphics, but you can play, and I've done it. You could play the original Star Fox 64 on the emulator your online price, I guess, or your online membership. It was somebody I saw online that was like, I think it might have been, and shout out to, we're going to mention him later, Shredded Otaku, I believe he put out a video where it's like looking at the new one. It might have been Shredded. Let me not put words in my mouth, but I saw a video where somebody's looking at the new one and they said, and then looked at their Nintendo 64 and then had the Nintendo 64 controller in their hand, and then boom, it was the Star Fox 64 on their screen. It was like, so it don't matter. If you don't care about graphics, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This one is just a shiny version of that.
Stuff.
Yes. And online. You can play online with people. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's about it. That's about the difference. And it's and the prequel thing with Fox's dad. So you got to see what happened to him. So
that's
you get to hang out on the ship. You get to hang out on the ship versus like moving from mission to mission. You get a little hub situation. Yeah, like when I played the demo. When you're in between missions, you get to play story mode, arcade mode, blah 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 blah. Like, so it's like you get this. I can imagine when you get the full game. Shout out to anybody who has. If you guys want to comment down below, it's great, I love it, or meh, let us know down below, or it's trash. Let us know.
Shout out to LVG. Below. I think he has a game.
LVG, y'all, we have to hit him. I think because he was streaming. I think he streamed, maybe.
I think so.
But he streams in general, but
I mean, sure to follow him.
Yes. So, just like. Whether or not it's a hub, kind of like even the hub, and I'm reaching out of nowhere for Pragmata, and the fact that you got a hub with that game, right? Like you got a little place you can pretty much like hang out or whatever. Yeah. So and you get skins and stuff like that.
Upgrade and stuff over there. Great game, by the way.
Endorsed by Wavy and Cornered Fox, I imagine.
Did you play it yet?
No, I have no. So I haven't. Again, I'm big on even the conversation we were having about backlogs. I'm not. I'm not big on buying anything anytime soon. Like I said, GTA is on my radar, but that's because I want to see if they were doing the thing. Online's not coming anytime soon. I don't care that much about the story to fork over the 100. I've got enough games to tie me over. We'll get to that subject later on. And then speaking of options, leaked Steam machine prices. I mean, if you are a console player that wants to play your PC games, get all bang for $1, and you have that investment, then the Steam machine is for you. Especially for people that also like want to play Steam Deck-ish type situations, and Steam Decks are still probably being put together as we speak to be put on sale again at some point. Then this is your bag.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Steam machine. I mean, when it got announced, everybody was hyped for it, and I mean, even me, I was like, "Oh, this is nice." If you don't play Steam games on your TV without having like the Steam Deck and like dock for that, because the Steam machine is gonna be stronger than that, that's cool. And the price came out, and it's like, ooh, yeah, that's deep. I'm out. I'm out.
Wow, the deal breaker. You don't want to invest. Put your investment.
512 gigabytes is 1049, and that's without a controller. With a controller, it's 1128, and then if you want a 2 terabyte, you paying 1349. Mind you, without a controller, and then with the controller, it's 1428. So I'm paying almost $1,500 with tax for a 2 terabyte. You gotta be crazy. Yo, and then you know what's crazy about it too? Because even console players are saying, yo, you might as well just get a PC at that point. If console players are saying get a PC, that's ridiculous. Like, nah, I don't get that RAM. This RAM apocalypse is making everything go crazy, and this is unfortunately the world we live in right now. But goodness, man, like without a control, that should be the. I mean, honestly, you can't. Steam makes it so you can like play with an Xbox or a PlayStation controller, sure, but it's like you gonna put it at that price, and that's without a controller? Nah, yeah, you count me out. I'm out. I wasn't even trying to get it like that in the first place, but like now it's like, yeah, you count me out. And then with the leak price that you were talking about, I think it was like supposed to be like 700 or like 800 or something like that to begin with.
799 to 950 base.
See, and now and even that was like still kind of crazy. If it was like probably 700 or like below that, people would be like, okay, I think we think about that. That might be a good price point. But you jumped up $300. Nah, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, whatever.
Look. And this is just a joke. Let me just say this up front. Because we were like, feeling sensitive. Wavy, if you broke, just say that.
And that's exactly what people be saying too. That's exactly what I've been seeing on the internet. I've been seeing one half go like, this price is too high. I'm out. And then another half is like, y'all broke boys. Y'all can't afford 1,000 for this. I got that easy. Like, it's gonna be the same thing on the PS6 and when the PS6 and the Project Cumulus comes out too. It's gonna be the same thing. You always got those kind of people on the internet, and it's like the price is crazy, but at the same time, it's also the principle. And the principle of it, the principle is what makes it. Like, it's like, why is it so? Like, why? And I'll definitely get to that on the next topic. But yeah, this Steam price is crazy, and then the leak prices weren't that much better, but they were doable. Now it's like, nah.
He said the principle. Like, well, cost of living is going up in general in the RAM situation. We've talked about that. Shout out to all of our previous content talking about it. And if anything, maybe we'll probably do more studying on it and just see where we are in the rates of material for AI. Because I think it's kind of petered out. But we'll probably talk about that another time as far as like the AI race and things like that. There's been a couple of twists and turns with that.
Burst really soon.
We'll probably expect that. And then the last thing before we get to the topic to talk about, the GTA 6 pre-order numbers, right? Differences, we're talking no physical copies, so it's people that already care about that, they're already out the window, so we're not talking to y'all. But just off of a quick AI summary, generally speaking, Take-Two Interactive and Rockstar Games have not released official pre-order numbers for Grand Theft Auto 6. They won't, unless it's anything groundbreaking. That's what we now report on. But as publishers typically treat pre-sale data as deferred revenue. Basically, just seeing how much, just testing the waters, basically. That's where it goes. Unconfirmed viral reports. So again, we're in rumor territory still. Viral reports and financial estimates suggest the game has already surpassed $39 to $50 million in global pre-order sales across PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
I'm surprised it's not more, honestly.
Look, I think it might have been more if people weren't, and let me not say this about people. Let me not throw this at people per se, but if you feel kind of way, then it is what it is. People's opinions may be swayed by their favorite content creators. Not us personally. Well, us. I'm not deferring you. Like, even shout out to the video we dropped on Instagram and in our socials and everything like that. Just talking about, if you don't have the bread, hold on to it. It might have swayed people, whatever. Some people, but
this game didn't need that. This game's gonna hit those numbers regardless. The Garners of content creators, whatever, it's gonna hit those numbers regardless because it's GTA 6. You know how many people waiting for this game?
Yes. But how many people got dissuaded once that price hit? Kind of like, it's like, how many people want to pay $100? People put their hand down. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your hands up if you want GTA 6. Do. How many people want it at $100? And some people were like, ooh, nah. Some people were like, still.
And then people with their hands up were like, oh, y'all broke. That's exactly that's what I've been seeing. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna play GTA 6 for like 10 years plus. Like, this is $100.
That's the expectation.
For me. Like,
if it's online, come anytime soon. If it's not, now that's where my conversation changes. Like, now $100 for no online thing. You still saying go back and play GTA Online? Now you're
still don't
drawing.
know if that GTA Plus is gonna be like it's gonna cost money for GTA Online. Cause GTA Plus might be a thing. They might push that for GTA Online.
GTA Plus is already a thing because that's what the subscription service for online.
Oh, so it's already for online.
It's already for online. You can already do GTA Plus.
But can you play GTA? If you can't play GTA Online right now without GTA Plus?
If you can.
What if
it'll take you longer?
GTA 6 online.
Can you do what?
What if they do? What if they don't do that with GTA 6 online?
You're trying to say you have to have?
Plus yeah. What if they do that? Ooh. Yeah. What if they do that now? Yeah. I don't think they might not, but it's always a what if.
Diabolical.
It's what if because think about this. I don't even think they need to do these. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like they didn't need to do these two different prices. You know why? Because this game was going to get numbers regardless of whatever price it was. And that's the scary thing about it, too. That's where they're like, And I think they've been seeing a lot of content creators saying, like, oh, I'd pay this for GTA. I'd pay that for GTA. And all that kind of stuff. They were like, oh, word? $80. Oh, $100 edition.
What's the thing? With the card in hand.
Like, damn, what is that?
Look. That'd be wild, but I don't think so. I think online will still be the same. Not free, but you pay. I think you could initially, when you had GTA 5, you could get in online as long as you met certain requirements to get online. Then that moved to the point where you could pay for online and the base game GTA 5 separately. As they made improvements to online, so that became its own game entirely.
I hope you're right. And everything, So, yeah, I think what Rockstar is doing is crazy. It is not needed, but this is where a love-hate relationship comes in. You know what I'm saying? Because remember Nintendo, love-hate relationship. Because who was the first one to do this $80 thing? Nintendo with Mario Kart World. And then, and you remember our man Omar, right? Remember our man Omar? Yeah, you remember him? Oh, I think it should be $80. Of course, it's entry standard. Rockstar was like, I bet. We hear you loud and clear.
I think they were already talking about that. I don't want to give it as a thought that Omar was like, you see what Nintendo doing? I already think they were already talking about it.
They probably were.
I already think
they probably were. I think Nintendo was like put it out there. But notice we haven't seen no Nintendo game be $80 after that. Besides Tears of the Kingdom, the Switch 2 edition, I think, right? Or was that 70? Is that 70?
70. It was $79.99 or whatever the hell.
80. See?
Yeah, whatever. Something. They 70 or 80, one of the two, in that realm of $10. Like, my wife got excited when she was on the store and thought that Tears of the Kingdom was on sale, because technically Breath of the Wild is on sale in the store right now.
But the Wild on sale? Oh, I did see that it's on sale. I think I saw that on Prime Day. I was like, wow, look at that. Only a 10-year-old game is on sale finally. Look at that. It's a miracle.
I want to sell you your high school yearbook for half off. I graduated 20 years ago. So you interested or not?
Right. So you want to take this or nah? Last chance.
Excuse me. Anyway. So yeah. That's all the news bites we got for y'all. If you guys have stayed this long, thank you for banging with us. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. We're all across the web, Phucaname.com.
Rate us 5 stars, man.
Rate us 5 stars. Rate us, give us a like, subscribe, do all of the things. Hang with us, comment down below, get in the community, all that good stuff. But now I want to get to a topic. I've seen a couple videos, and the conversation now, which we're talking about digital, I think then people are starting to now put out videos I've seen online. I saw a video on Instagram. Somebody dropped all the Kingdom Hearts copies. Talking about come bring back to physical. You know,
I did see that too. Yeah,
this one dude, I didn't see his I didn't remember his name, but he was holding like a booklet of discs and just kind of like all these GOAT discs or whatever. And someone commented, this collection looks mid, and so he followed up with a video said, "Let me tell you something." He read off all the games. It was like Ninja Gaiden. Like original Metal Gear Solid, like BioShock original. Like he was reading of all these games or whatever, and all the people in the comment section are losing their minds, like goats. And so all these GOAT games, like he's like basically he took a shot, like basically you only saying that because you probably a ball and gun gamer. You know, highlighted the comment like what you talking about, right? So, but we're getting to the point about revisiting how important.
They need to stay out. They need to stay out these conversations, man. Well, if they are a bowling gun gamer,
if they are,
that's fine. Just stay out of this conversation. It's not for you,
right?
And that's fine. It's all good.
Fine. The truth about your backlog, and shout out to Shredded Otaku and 8-Bit Joysticks, and even another video I was watching with my wife not too long ago. This gentleman who, what does he do? He travels around in collecting retro Nintendo games, making a whole video about it. So in the video, Shredded Otaku talked about the gaming backlog and how you should give up in trying to tackle your backlog. And 8-Bit Joystick's rule of 3, basically a technique of taking focused games of physical copies, which again we're talking about something that's going away. Yep. But just being able to arrange yourself a little better and trying to get those games you want to focus on and put them in a basket. A little bit of training, a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Not the words. The word's not training. I'm blanking on the word right now.
Not training.
Discipline.
Discipline.
Good. Right? So, I'll get down to this question. And something I had to think about when we're talking about backlogs. And something you and I talk about often, because we talk about, in our chat, we talk about games that we tried and are in the backlog, and games that you say, oh no, I'm locked in and I'm finishing this game.
Yeah, there's a couple like that.
If it was really that good to you, wouldn't you have stayed and tried to finish it, no questions asked?
That's a good question. I think it depends a lot of times because sometimes it's like, yeah, you're playing the game, it's fire, but then something else comes out that you've been more fire about, even more like passionate about, you know, like. That's how I was with Kazan, and then Pragmata came out. I'm like, damn, I've been hyping that game for mad long, so I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna beat that, and then I'm gonna go back to Kazan. And 007 came out, and I wanted to try that, you know. So it depends, but like I see what you're saying though. Like if it was that good, would I just would have stayed with it? But there's sometimes there's those kind of games. It's like you always gonna go back to regardless. Like you're always gonna try to beat it regardless and everything. So I think that's where that comes in, where that goes, and everything, where you know you're gonna go back to it regardless. Like, it's gonna be like your second game in like your cycle of games that you're just gonna be just doing. I do that with Kazan now. Like I was playing 007 the other day, and I switched over to Kazan afterwards, and I just beat a nice little boss fight, and I was playing some more of that. And then when I want to chill, I go to Teenage Mutant. I go to TMNT Splinter Fate. You know, that's a nice little roguelite that I got on Xbox for like $3. So different things like that. So I think what you're saying though is definitely valid, because there are some of my backlog right now that I was playing. It's like I haven't touched it back yet. One of them I think is Borderlands 4. It's like if it was that good, I would have finished it. I mean, it's true, because Borderlands can go on for a long time. That's probably what scared me off too, because it takes so long to to play that campaign, and after a while it just gets a little samey. So
games are so long, right? So
yeah.
so same thing for me, right? In my journey currently, I want to beat Metaphor, but that's because I feel like I'm locked in to want to roll credits on this game. I rolled credits on Expedition 33. I didn't go fight Simon. I didn't go fight the Endless Tower. I wanted to roll credits, and there's something that stuck in my head. Shout out to Husky Okage when he came on. Man, he stuck that in the back of my head. Like, how many games you roll credits on? I'm like, God dang it. Because I play all these games that you don't have credits, right? I play Warframe. I play Zenless Zone Zero. I play Marvel Rivals. There's no end game for that. I mean, not end, but there's no end credits. You know, the games go on forever. I want to beat Lies of P, and I want to be able to get the DLC that made I think the DLC made a list for one of the Game Awards things because it was so good or whatever. Like basically, it was talked about. It was talk of the town. Like, oh wow, that was hot. You know, Lies of P was good. The DLC was better, right? And I thought Lies of P was really good. Like one of the songs of one of the bosses that I fought is in my music collection. Like, and I really like collections of Souls games. Like I have most of the Elden Ring track on my thing. I had I've never played it, but Bloodborne, the one track for the one boss from the DLC, it was I can't remember his name. Actually, let me look. It was one of them that I actually had from Bloodborne. I did hear because I did play it. It was the Cleric Beast, and that was one song that was really good. And there was another one. I know y'all are talking about. I know y'all might know what I'm talking about when it comes to Bloodborne. Which boss song I'm talking about? Oh yeah, here we go.
I never played Old Hunters.
Bloodborne. It's Ludwig the Holy Blade. Right. So his theme, when we're talking about like music lovers, right, and people who like the songs get you really into the battle and really into the story of it. For Souls games, I think that's one thing they do really well. For some of the games that do really well on the music that goes with the boss battles, and so those are my goals. Along with, and then one thing you maybe just think about, Wavy, and I know we've talked about this, and I really feel like making this a regular thing for everybody. What's on your gaming plate? What's your meat? What's your protein? What's your veggie? And I want to say, not necessarily in that order, but you know what I'm saying, like what takes up your plate. Yeah. And like you said, you got your main game, and then you got TMNT on there for your chill, and then you mentioned another game.
I got right now my plate is like 007 First Light. Yes. I got first Berserker Kazan. I go back to every now and then I got TMNT Splinter Fate. That's like the roguelite that I just be like when I just want to put on as on the, I guess, turn off my brain for a little bit. Yeah.
So I even asked it in our group chat, in our Discord, just kind of like the top 3 games that people are playing, right? I said Warframe, Metaphor, Marvel Rivals. Shout out to One True Noob. He said Monster Hunter Stories 3, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, and For the King 2. Honorable mention to Borderlands 4. Yeah. Matt for the crew. We haven't figured out his name yet. He's always been the homie, but newest member to the squad. Shout out to you. He said Hades 2, Football Manager 2026, and Drop Douchey.
What did he say?
Drop Douchey, Duchy, Douchey. I don't know how to pronounce that. Please don't demonetize us, because I really don't understand how to say that. But he'll probably correct me later. And like you said, First Light, Berserker Kazan, and then Splintered Fate, right? And then Corner Fox, shout out to him, Pragmata, RE9, and Sorrows. And shout out to Clark from Chillin' in the Party. He said Forza, 007, and Sorrows. Desert Skies, shout out to him. He said Marvel Rivals, Ghost of Yote, and Clash Royale.
I think Clash Royale is like the mobile game, whatever. I think that's what it is.
You said what? What is it?
I think Clash Royale is like the mobile game.
Oh, okay.
I know he was talking about that for a minute. I haven't played a mobile game in a long time. So, but I know that one. I was heavily like promoted for a little bit. So,
So when we're talking about like what's on your plate right now, and then your backlog, is kind of like you have your games, and something that really vibed with me for Shredded Otaku was saying it's not even now about trying to beat the game to like, it shouldn't be about trying to beat the game for the rat race. It should be something that you can crack a game open and get immersed in it. You know, it shouldn't be like, I gotta beat this so I can move on to the next thing or whatever. And I understand.
I get like that, like when I'm like too many hours in the game and it's like it's still going on. All right, man. I just want to beat it right now. I just wanted to beat it. I want to roll credits on it at that time. But it's like when it's like up to that point, that's the only time I want to like. I'm at that point. Most of the time, it's like I'm trying to get immersed in the world, like you said. So
I'm like that with Metaphor. I want to finish it. You know, I had to start it over. So basically, this was like my second playthrough, but I never beat it because I didn't know the Metaphor persona scenarios for getting people's relationships up and getting higher powers. Now I do, but now I'm at the finish line, and I'm just kind of stuck a little bit. So it's like I want to get done. But Elden Ring, a game I beat twice. I beat it twice. I beat it twice, willingly twice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no shit. I see that. It's those kind of games that you don't mind it, but it's like those kind of games where it's like, all right, there's a lot going on. It's still going. Like, what else can be told in the story? You know.
So,
that's probably why I didn't get Crimson Desert, because I was hearing about it, and I was just so much in there. I'm like, this open world stuff. It's getting old, man.
Flash in the pan.
You know, like
Flash in the pan. I mean, no shade to Crimson Desert. People's like, oh man, drone's hot. I should text my cousin now, who's like, yo, you should get it. I'd be like, you playing that drone no more? I haven't seen you say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still talking about Warframe. I'm still talking about Metaphor. I'm still talking about Elden Ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still talking about that. You know, like, it's one of those things where after a while, graphics being what they are now, I don't even think that holds it anymore. It's got to have substance.
The graphics going to do so much. Like that's why I've always said, like, if the gameplay loop is not fired, then I'm not really into it. Like, the graphics can only do so much. Like, the presentation looks nice, like the burger looks nice, but like if it don't taste good, or if like the gameplay is not there, then I'm not sold on it. You know?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. For the video version of this, let's know what you guys think. If you made it this far and you guys are talking about backlogs, or you guys have your backlog, you guys feel any kind of way about the gaming industry, no discs moving into our future. Sony's tripping, Xbox is tripping, Nintendo's not tripping, but still a little tripping because of how Mario's price was.
They bugging. they try to offset it with the salary thing. They still bugging though.
Like, it was a word, a Sour Patch Kid versus sour, and then they sweet. Like, nah, I ain't forget. I ain't forget. And then Valve and the Steam machine is drawn to, but we over here trying to just reminisce now with the good old days and say maybe you might need to break out that PS2 and that memory card or that Xbox.
I'll tell you what, people's backlogs is going to be getting more completed now if they don't get this PS6 and the Project Helix. I'll tell you that.
That's what I'm saying. That's like, you can't act like, especially, and I know Corner will probably say the same thing because he said the same thing. We've talked about this, and we haven't talked about this in a while. Like, there's so much anime now. People that are like so locked in. I'm not taking shots at anybody in particular, One Piece fans, but like One Piece, there's a lot of episodes. And if you watch anything other than One Piece, where are you getting that time? Please let me borrow some.
Factual.
Because what? So there's like, even he's quoted on the podcast that there's too many animes now. You can't watch them all. You cannot. You cannot.
Facts.
Now same with games.
Yeah.
They on your phone.
They're everywhere.
There's no way. There's no way.
They're everywhere now. You got portables. A lot of portables now. You got a lot of portables now, actually.
Yeah.
And then you got your consoles, and they going up in price. So they start making discs for some of them in like a year and a half. So that people are going to not probably get that other console if they don't want to do that. So they're going to be back in their backlog trying to beat these other games finally and stuff. But I think I think the backlog start being a thing because it's like, is there something else out there you want to play? Like, I'm giving myself a time limit on 007 First Light. Like, I had to defeat this shit soon. Because August, Dusk Fade comes out. I've been wanting that. I think it comes out in August, but I've been wanting that game for a minute. Like, it's very similar, reminiscent of like old PS2 games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I played the demo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really good demo and everything. Like, even the boss fight was really nice. I played that. I think I played that joint on like the hardest difficulty and everything. So it gave me a little trouble on like the boss fight, but it was still fun. So I'm hyped for the game when it comes out and everything. So, and then after that, September's gonna be just a stacked month for video games. Like, probably the most stacked month I've ever seen. And luckily, what's it called? Not Yotei. Onimusha got moved up to September 4th now. So he's a little breathing room between everything else. But then Phantom Blade Zero also got pushed to October because September was so stacked. Mm-hmm. And I think they came out saying that they're not really worried about GTA 6. So I'm like,
I mean, now I definitely agree that I see that they're not. And honestly, I'll say it on record now. Different fan bases. But with that price and the things they're offering now and us closing the quarter soon, not closing the quarter because we're going to the third quarter. Yeah. Third quarter is winter. So we're in the second quarter. I think gaming quarters ended in July. A new quarter started basically. We're in the new year for gaming as far as financials is concerned. No.
Yeah. No. I see that. But yeah, that's
now it's like now no.
Limit. Yeah, now is no. Yeah. That's not giving us that time limit, man. Like, I know September if this is not done by like August or September, it's looking slow. But I think I'm gonna be finished with this soon because it's like only a 15-hour, 20-hour game, so that's fine. Like,
so like the gaming fiscal year runs from July to June. So we're in the new fiscal year now.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably why Xbox is doing all this stuff like right now. Mm-hmm. Trying to get the numbers right for the next fiscal year.
So we're July, August, September. That's the third month of the first quarter of the fiscal year.
And Q2 will be like the most critical year because they want to get them holiday sales up.
Yeah.
That's going to be big for GTA 6. I'll tell you that. And on top of GTA 6, the console shortage might be happening again for GTA 6 in Q2. There's been reports about that too. Yeah, console shortage. They retailers have been they've been warning people that like there might be a console shortage due to the demand of GTA 6 or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it might be looking a little spooky again like it did in 2020.
I understand that.
It's crazy because Xbox said raise the prices. They raised the price on the Xbox Series X again a third time. Crazy. But yeah, backlogs.
I'm gonna need you to go back in that list, find that game that you really liked, and give that joint some TLC. Because honestly,
yeah,
these joints look a little high, and it means you maybe go back and give that other game that you bought a long time ago that you forgot about some attention. We're gonna be here a while.
Facts.
We gonna
clean your consoles.
And clean your consoles. Be sure to do that.
Keep them in shape. Keep your PCs in shape too. If you have them, keep your PCs in shape. You're gonna be having those for a long time anyway. But the consoles, unless you balling like that, you're gonna be having them for a long time. So keep them in good shape.
Shout out to Shredded Otaku. Link to the video will be in the bio or in the description. And 8-Bit Joysticks the rule of 3. I really dig the videos by these two gentlemen in the concept of getting back to your backlog and whatever technique you already have applied to tackling your backlog. If that's what you want to do. Employed. Ooh. Didn't mean to say that like that, but think about it. This is a bad time. But definitely think about it. Any thoughts about the backlog love way before we close?
Man, I got a couple in the backlog, but they're gonna be finished. They're gonna get finished eventually. Probably not anytime soon, but honestly, with these prices going up, I might get look more into them, and everything. So I will see on my physical games. I did beat them, so that's cool. But it's just a couple more in my backlog I just haven't beaten. So
you know what else I have? You know what I haven't beaten? Forspoken.
I don't think none of it. Only one that I beat that was Cornered.
You didn't beat it before you sent it to me?
No, I didn't beat that thing, man. I played like 3 hours or 5 hours of that round. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. Like it wasn't interesting to me. Like the open world was just mad empty. I wasn't really messing with the combat like that. I think Cornered said it gets good at like the near the end of the game. That's mad hours. I'm not doing that right now. And it paid me to see that. Cause it started a black woman. So I was like, I was rooting for this game, man.
I was rooting for you.
Right.
We
all rooted for you.
How could you? But, I feel that. So, yeah, I got that too. I have it. So it's like, I'm not that deep in the backlog that's going to come up. But, yeah, so at surface level, there's a few things. I still need to beat Kenzera Zao.
Great game. Definitely finish that.
I'm apologetic to the max. I need to. Shout out to the brother. Put it together for in honor of his father. I need to
finish that. That's a good game. Great story. Yeah, it's a nice little Metroidvania. Good controls and all that. I think it was a really good game. So I think it's not that far. It's like probably like a 10-hour game.
It's not crazy. Long. It's not. I have no excuses. I have none. But listen, that's a wrap, squad. Be sure to search for us anywhere on the internet at Phucaname, Phucaname, to check out all of our available content across all platforms. So you see us on YouTube right now. We're on all podcast platforms. We have our website, Phucaname.com. Check us out.
Go subscribe and follow all of that.
All of it. I've been your host, Frosty Phoenix. Catch me across the web at Frosty Phoenix, FROSTYPHENIX. Voiceovers, video games, content, all that good stuff. Squad, close out with your socials.
Yo, it's Wavy God again. That's the voice y'all hearing. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Fuka Pod. You already know, sneaker lover, enemy watcher, the video game player, man. So many sneakers out here that I want to get to, but prices is crazy out here. So just like these video game prices, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, y'all go follow us everywhere, all on our social medias at Phucaname, like Frosty said. And of course, rate us 5 stars on Apple and Spotify podcast. And of course, when you ever see the videos on YouTube, you like and comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel and tell the homies about us. But you already know, I'm just trying to get $1, trying to get rich. But these hobbies made me poor, and apparently everybody else is getting poor for that, and that sucks. But shout out to the game. Shout out to gaming. The gaming is in a great place right now. People say otherwise, they're bugging. The industry is on fire, but it's unfortunate. But you know,
so many indie game trailers that pop up on YouTube that look amazing.
A lot. I be seeing them a lot too. Like I be seeing every time like either the game trailer page or something like that. And there be so many games out there. Like, and I swear I be on my Steam Deck. I be wishlisting them every time, or see if they got a demo and trying them out.
Indie game scene is gaining.
It's flourishing right now, but it's just so many. So some are going to fail, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Without further ado, hey yo, Desert.
Squad.
Thank you so much. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.